quick question for everybody watching me, whether you're left or right, Republican or Democrat, conservative, liberal. Did you guys worry about the cost of groceries over the course of the last 4 years? I know I did. We talked about it ad nauseum. It was a constant subject of conversation in videos and in lives and on podcasts and in blogs. It was being discussed everywhere by everybody for the last 4 years. And it became a center point of the Republicans' campaign to retake the White House and Congress. And not only did groceries be a center point of conversation for both sides, specifically the Republicans, but eggs specifically. It was talked about ad nauseum by everybody. And then here we go. I don't care if eggs are $20 a dozen. Nobody worried about it for the last 4 years. I'm loving everything Trump is doing. Nobody worried about it the last 4 years. We all did. We talked about it constantly. Constantly. But at least you're admitting what a fucking hypocrite you really are. Because I guarantee you, at some point during the campaign, you were talking about the price of eggs. You were talking about the price of groceries. You were talking about the price of gas. You were talking about the price of X, Y, and Z. And now that you got the W, now that you own the libs by having your boy win, you don't give a shit if you pay $20 a dozen for eggs. And before, when it was much, much less than $20 a dozen, it was people like you that kept talking to people like us about how you couldn't afford to live in this country with the prices the way they were. Like, literally couldn't afford to live. We're rationing food. We don't know how we're going to pay our bills. So forth, so on, so forth, so on. Now you're cool with $20 a dozen eggs? Interesting. If you can afford that much of a bump in pay, a mere 2-3 weeks, whatever it is, into the administration of Donald Trump, then you must have been doing pretty goddamn good at the tail end of the Biden administration, huh? I mean, you have that much play in your budget that if eggs went to $20 a dozen, you're cool. Fucking hypocrites. Every last goddamn one of you. You're all fucking hypocrites. Excuse me, I have to sneeze. Hate doing that on screen for some reason, but yeah, you're all hypocrites. You all cried about the price of groceries for 4 goddamn years. You watched as CEOs of major grocery retailers testified before Congress how they fucked us at the till, and you still blamed it on Joe Biden. And now, after telling us you couldn't afford to live, you got enough room in your budget to pay for $20 eggs. That's a hell of a good way to live, I guess, at the tail end of the Biden administration, if you got that much play in your budget. Good on you.